Welcome back to the Dungeon Manual. I'm your host Rene, and today I will explain how I do my notes for a map I've drawn. If you can remember, we've drawn this map in the last video, and that's the first part of my notes. I draw a small map of my drawn map on this map sheet. And as you can see, there are some markings where I determine which monsters or treasures or traps I want to place. Here is just a title. That could be a working title, it could be a precise idea. For that specific example, I've thought about Elven Ruins and a Drow outpost in those ancient Elven ruins. That's the setting. So you have Elven ruins, you can describe them like you want, like you think Elven ruins should look like, but you can add everything like you want. On the right side of the map, I have some universal information. For example, I have here the light conditions, in this case darkness. I have the temperature, in this case 5 degrees Celsius. I have the humidity, 60 to 70% in this specific case. And then I've added some details. Vines on the wall. So all the walls should be overgrown with vines. That's just my idea. You can use what you want and what suits your campaign. Then I have treasures. Treasures is the only information I give overall and not specific to rooms. Because I want that the players could achieve every treasure even without getting into every room. But that's my opinion. Then I have the room 1, which is this one, 2, this one, 3, this one, and 4, this one. In those descriptions, I have every monster encounter, every trap for every room. As you can see, the pink encounters are monsters, the green encounters are traps. The yellow encounters are treasures or puzzles. And because I want to use those map ideas for plug and play usage, I have one formula for adjusting the difficulty. For example, room 1, up to 5 Drow. Up to 5, okay. What does that mean? I think about a dungeon level 1 to 5. So I take the average level of the group minus 1, and then how many player characters I have in the group minus 1, and then I've got a number of Drow I want to have in this specific room. For example, if I have a group 4 characters level 1, there are 3 Drows. The average level of the group is 1 minus 1, so it's 0. And the group have 4 members, so 4 minus 1, 3, plus 0 about the average level. A group of 4 player characters with an average level of 2, for example, is easy. It's 4 Drow, because of the average level 2 minus 1, 1, plus 3, it's the group members minus 1. That depends on every challenge rating the monsters have. Drow are 1/4, for example. So that's the formula I use for every 1/4 challenge rating encounter. At least for the tier 1, level 1 to 4, or maybe even 5. And then I've got my encounters here, here, and here. And I have encounters for group level 2 or less, group level 2 or 3, group level 4 plus. I don't go into detail for every encounter there, but you can use the encounter builder on Dungeons and Dragons to have some ideas. For example, for the under 2, I like to use maximum challenge rating of 2 monsters. On the level 2 to 3, there could be challenge rating 2 plus weaker monsters, or challenge rating 3 or 4. A 4 challenge rating is very hard for a group with an average level of 2. So I would recommend to have an average level of 3 at least to have a challenge rating 4 encounter. And then at 4 plus you can have an encounter 5, which is hard, but you can even have an encounter of a challenge rating of 6. But that's very hard for a level 4 average group. Yeah, and that's my recommendation about the map we have drawn. And if you like that, give me a thumbs up, and I will make more content like that. Thank you, and see you the next time.